Yes guys, and welcome to Thailand. So me and the team, I'm going to say team, there's 12 of us out here. We've come for a 10-day training camp, and the purpose of that is to finish with HYROX Bangkok. So we are on the island of Koh Samui. Our primary base will be KohFit, which has got all the HYROX facilities that you need. It's got a lovely kind of spa with the recovery stuff like sauna, ice bath, mineral hot bath, all the rest of it. So all that's catered for. We're going to be training twice a day, and this morning we've actually been for a 12k run. So me and the team went for a 12k run through the jungle. It was absolutely great. There's some hills involved as well, so it's getting used to some hills, getting used to some heat as we commence our journey here in Thailand. So we've got an aerobic session this afternoon, which involves some light rowing, some light skiing, some light bike work mixed in with some mobility work as well, some foam rolling, just to prime the body. We've only just arrived, so we don't want to hit it too hard too quick. There's a bit of acclimatization which we have to go through. So yeah, easy day today, getting used to things as we prep for a harder day tomorrow. So a few of the guys are actually arriving tomorrow. In total, like I said, there's going to be 12 of us here in Koh Samui, with the final goal all competing in Bangkok on the Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So we fly on the Thursday, we've got guys competing Friday, we've got guys competing Saturday and guys competing Sunday as well. So yeah, here we go as we commence our Thailand journey. Guys, all right, so day 2 here on the island. I'm just starting the day with a nice easy spin on the bike, 90 minutes, literally just spinning the legs. Doesn't take a lot here because of the heat to get your heart rate up, to get a good sweat on. So yeah, nice and easy, 90 minutes. We've got a HYROX class today at 9 o'clock. And we're just going to do some light aerobic work and mobility work again today, this afternoon. That's about it for the day. Aim is to keep the nutrition on point, nice and clean. One thing which is very important here, because it's 30 degrees all the time, is to keep on top of your hydration. You sweat a lot. So obviously it's important to take in a lot of fluids, but within that as well, the electrolytes are keeping on top of all your minerals, your salts, just to make sure that you're replenishing everything that you lose. Like in a single session, it's easy to lose way over 1,000 milliliters of sweat, which equates to over 1 kilogram of body weight just in one session alone. So initially people are like, yeah, great, losing weight or whatever, but you've got to realize that's just water weight. And within that water that you're losing, it's all your salts and your minerals as well. So absolutely necessary and important to replenish everything. Stay hydrated, eat clean, eat well, just keep working. So that's it for this morning. We are 26 minutes in, so just over another hour to go left on the bike here at Lamai Fitness this morning. We've just done session number 2 of the day, and we went into KohFit not knowing what the plan was. We knew it was a HYROX based class, but didn't actually know what was going to be involved. And it turns out it was a half sim, so it was all the stations, but just everything was halved. So 500 meter runs, 500 meter row, 500 meter ski, half the length on the sleds, etc., etc. And it was absolutely solid. It's like 32, 33 degrees, and the run included some incline as well outside. So it was very, very challenging. Heart rate was like through the roof straight away. But we all did well. I managed to finish in just under 28 minutes or 28 minutes something. And then two of the lads finished behind me on 34 and 35 or something like that. So the Ace team took the 1, 2, 3, which is great. We have got a session scheduled for this afternoon as well. Now, when you've just done something like that, because everyone was absolutely gassed after it, and it is because of the conditions, to do that workout back home, yes, of course, it would be challenging, but it wouldn't be anything like we've just experienced. So we do have a session scheduled for later, which we are going to do, but it's going to be very, very light aerobic work mixed in with the mobility stuff. So very similar to what we were doing yesterday. We'll change it up a little bit just to keep everyone from not getting bored. But very, very similar kind of workout, very light aerobic, heart rate only just coming up, and just working on some nice mobility as well. And then straight after that, I'm going to hit some recovery stuff as well. I'm going to go 15 minutes in the sauna. It's pretty toasty in there. Have a little cool shower, and then I'm going to go for 3 minutes in the ice bath. The ice bath's somewhere between 2 and 5 degrees, so it is extremely cold. So I'll go 3 minutes in there, and then there's a hot mineral pool literally next to the ice bath. So crawl out the ice bath, climb into that hot mineral pool, and you feel like this like tingling sensation. So I'll let that kind of come on, and when that kind of eases off, I'll probably after about 5 minutes, I'll just get out and get ready to crack on with the rest of the day. That'll probably be though at around 4:30, maybe 5 o'clock. So there's not too much of the day left. So yeah, I'll have something to eat after that, and then that will be that. This is where the magic happens. In the ice bath. In the hot mineral pool. And before that, in the sauna as well. Alright, 6:20 a.m. We're heading down to Koh Samui track today. Hit a track session, hit some run work, some speed work. Also, still working on just acclimatizing to the demands of the heat. 28 degrees at 6:20. So I'm just here on the bike, getting some blood flow, have a little warm up, and then the track session this morning is going to be 8 minutes work, 2 minutes rest, times 2, at around high end zone 2, maybe popping into zone 3. And then exactly the same timings, 8 minutes work, 2 minutes rest times 2, but definitely within that zone 3, maybe popping into zone 4. And then we're gonna go 4 minutes work, 1 minute rest times 4, definitely in that zone 4, maybe even creeping into zone 5 as well. A 5 minute warm up, 5 minute cool down. Session length should be just over an hour. We'll clock up some good Ks in that time frame also. And yeah, it's likely that when doing the 4 minute efforts that we will be popping into zone 5, simply because the heart rate will be up way more than it usually would if we were training back in the UK. I'm finding that during hard efforts that my heart rate is around 10 to 15 beats higher for the equivalent RPE, or rate of perceived exertion, or effort level that I'd be putting in if I was back in the UK. So it is likely during those 4 minute efforts of just a 1 minute rest that I'll be popping up into zone 5. Sustainable, I'll be able to hold it. But yeah, that's the plan of attack. for the track session this morning. Yes guys, alright, so we are on day number 4 here in Koh Samui, and the adaptations in terms of the training are just starting to occur, and that is occurring due to a number of reasons. First of all, I haven't really been sleeping too great since I've been here. However, last night I got a nice 8-hour sleep, so from 10 and my alarm actually woke me up at 6. I probably could have gone a little bit further, but a nice 8 hours, which is great. Woke up feeling a bit groggy, but once I was up, I felt pretty good. So that's a contributing factor. But also with 4 days kind of heat training, just starting to adapt to it a little better. Like at the track yesterday, it's very, very important, I think, that you take your ego completely out of it. Like for the last set of those intervals where I was running for 4 minutes, I could probably hold 3:35, maybe even 3:30 pace back in the UK. But here, I was holding 3:45 pace. So if I'd have just gone with my ego and thought, no, I can hold 3:30, my heart rate would have been a lot higher. But yesterday, I kept it just into that zone 5, knowing because of the heat and because of the other things, the travel and all the rest of it, it would be elevated for that pace. So therefore, it's important to take your ego out, listen to your body. And I've just come off a 90-minute zone 2 on the bike. Now, a couple of days ago, I did the same thing. And for 90 minutes, my average watts was like 115. Which for me is pretty low. So 4 days later, I've just done the same set. My average watts today was near a 170, I think 168 it came in at. So you can just see the adaptation starting to occur for those reasons that we've been in the heat now for a couple of days, and also the sleep factor, which, as we all know, is absolutely massive. So a little bit of rest now, and then, as I've explained, we're heading over to KohFit, and we've got a simulation. So it's a double simulation, and when we're here for the HYROX race, we have got a couple of the guys who are teaming up for doubles, so they're going to go together and they're going to practice some race strategy, some transitions and stuff like that. I'm going to get partnered up with somebody from the gym, so we've got an uneven number. So yeah, I'll push it, but I won't absolutely 100% thrash it out. So it'll just be a nice little stimulus for me that after this morning's bike set. And then later on, we are on a boat trip heading over to Pig Island. So we're going on one of the traditional Thai long-tail boats, bit of an excursion, bit of downtime for the group. So that should be fun as well. So we'll catch you in a bit. guys, so that is it, another day done. So today we went on the Buddha hike here on Koh Samui, about 12k. Yeah, it's steep in places, so it does take your heart rate up, and yes, it is hot, so it gives you a bit of a sweat on, but it wasn't demanding, not too demanding at all. So nice active recovery day really after a pretty hard week of getting used to the heat, of just trying to adapt to the current sort of situations and circumstances. And then yesterday we hit it pretty hard as well with that the simulation also. So yeah, this is the end of this kind of training week that we've had here in Thailand. We will be back here next week, so we've got another week as we lead up to HYROX Bangkok, and that is of course the purpose of us all being here. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.